Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 13 and Episode 14. So this is going to be reviewing two episodes. Episode 13 is the episode that just aired on AMC, but Episode 14 is the early premiere on AMC Plus. So if you have not seen Episode 14 and 13, obviously, spoiler warning. But yeah, these two episodes were great, really great. They kind of go together. Like, I mean, all the episodes go together, but certain arcs go together in these two episodes. So I thought I would have just reviewed both of them in the same video. So yeah, like I said, spoiler warning in case you have not seen the episodes. And then also, if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to hit the subscribe button because we have a lot of more Walking Dead content coming up. But yeah, let's get into it. So these two episodes had to do with like someone stole weapons from the CRM and they're trying to figure it out. And first of all, I gotta say, I love episode 13, the way the episode was like constructed, like the way the episode was put together. I loved how, they certain things. There was a lot of mystery to that episode, based on what they did in the edit room, because I love seeing the story from different perspectives and stuff like that. So the episode started off with somebody who was hurt. They came over to the hilltop, and they had to. It kind of went from there, but that's in sequence. It was sort of like a last event. But first of all, so there was a great opening minutes, because it definitely piqued our interest into like what the heck is going on here. I liked Elijah and Lydia trying to build a relationship, or Elijah, talking to Lydia and stuff like that. He had that conversation with that hilltopper. I like moments like that on the TV show because, for The Walking Dead, the characters are very much, the core of the show, given that the story has been going on for 11 years. Although that being said, the story definitely is interesting as well. I'm not saying it's not, but a lot of you need to have interesting storylines for the character and stuff like that. So we'll see where that goes. And also, when you build relationship, the stakes go higher on The Walking Dead because if something happens to the characters, that'll affect other characters as well. But I like how we're getting more Lydia stuff in general because she was not. We didn't see a lot of her in the first part of season 11. There's still a lot of characters who I want them to do more with. Particularly this part of season 11, the second part. I think Ezekiel needs some more stuff. Although it seems they're he's in the hospital right now, the Commonwealth. So obviously even in the story itself, he can't do anything because he's in the hospital. So I guess I kind of get that. So it's not like it's not like he's just not even doing anything, but not just out and about, because there were some characters like that, like Rosita, for example, and Lydia. They were characters who we didn't really see much of. So I guess Ezekiel has an excuse, but yeah, it's just the final season. I just want more. I don't want him to forget the characters. But anyways, it was nice seeing Lydia. Yeah, the Commonwealth walkers, those look pretty weird, seeing them, because it's what the heck is going on here? When they went to go kill the walkers, I remember when they went to go kill the walkers in episode 13, the camera kind of pulled focus to the key that was in Maggie's car. I wonder why. I thought that was is that intentional? I mean, obviously it's intentional, but was that trying to say something to us? With Maggie and the key and the whole Georgie thing. I don't know. Just something I noticed because they went to go kill the walkers, and then it focused on it pulled focus to the key inside of her car. But we'll see. I mean, maybe I'm probably overthinking it. I just kind of took note of that. But yes, Aaron, he said that. So that the way the episode was constructed, Aaron, then after they killed the walkers, Aaron came and talked to them. But then it went back a week later, and Aaron is talking to Gabriel, and he's talking about his boss, and his name is Toby. And yeah, Toby was a very, very interesting character and a great addition to the show for sure. A lot of the Commonwealth characters are have been great additions to the show, like Pamela and Mercer and Lance and Toby. they're all been great. They're doing a great job with these characters. But anyway, so he's Aaron's boss, and they were going to go talk to this community that's sort of living on the outskirts, because this is Lance's whole plan of trying to bring more people in to prove to himself that he, like what he was trying to do with Alexandria and the Hilltop and Oceanside, which didn't really go as planned. So they're doing it with these other groups. And yeah, so then they went to go talk to this person who's in charge, and that person was played by Michael Biehn. Hopefully I said his last name correctly, but he's from the Terminator. So that was awesome seeing him show up on the show like that, and he was great. He had such a great presence on the show. It was awesome. Also seeing him like swipe through an iPhone was kind of funny for some reason, because like seeing Aaron pull out a phone and give it to him and he starts swiping. I don't know, just because it's the zombie apocalypse, and just that was funny. But that scene had a lot of tension. Like, I was at the edge of my seat that entire scene, because I was like scared. I didn't know what was going to happen, and I didn't expect the outcome to be what it was when Toby just like grabbed the weapon and he started like he took down all the people in that room. I didn't expect that to happen at all. I was like, and that's why I love the way the episode was constructed, because like just things like that just caught you off surprise. And then after that, they said, okay, a week and 1 hour ago. And you saw that meeting between Toby and Lance. So just the way the episode was made was great like that. And yeah, Toby and Lance, they're showing the dark side of the Commonwealth for sure. I mean, Lance has for a while. And then at the end there, we saw that Negan showed up. He's with a new group, or he's with that group that was held up in that building, which is interesting. And this kind of leads us into episode 14. So we'll get into episode 14 now. I already gave a spoiler warning for both episode 13 and 14, but just in case you haven't seen episode 14, spoiler warning, obviously. But yeah. So yeah, episode 14 was another great episode. I can't believe we only have 2 more episodes for this part. This is like crazy. Like, oh my goodness, like things are about to go down. And then part 3, I'm so excited. Every time I think of part 3, I just like get so excited and I smile, and I have like the biggest smile ever, because it's like it's very sad to see the show ending, but it's bittersweet, but it's also exciting to see what's going to happen, because like I'm very excited for the future of this show, like I want to see what's going to happen, and I have no idea what's going to happen in part 3. Like, how are they going to wrap this up? I want to see, like, I'm just so excited for all of that. But that is we're not going to talk about that now. We still have some time to go. But yeah, episode 14 was another great episode. It was a bit of a slow one, it had a slow start, but that's okay, This episode was a little bit more talky-ish, we had characters talking, but that wasn't bad. I actually really loved all those scenes. I'm just mentioning that in comparison to some of the other scenes, but yeah, the Daryl and Rosita, stuff. This episode, I really liked that. I loved how they were standing up for, against Sebastian. When he insulted, or when he threatened them. I guess it was pretty much a threat. And I love Daryl and Rosita standing up for them, like for their group. And I mean, obviously they would. That made sense. But I liked that we're seeing this side of Daryl, even though he's a Commonwealth soldier. We still know, like, deep down, because I'll be honest, when that episode 9 preview, or that episode 9, the end of episode 9, when Daryl like came out of the Commonwealth vehicle or whatever, or he showed up at the Hilltop gates and he was like, open up, like I really thought Daryl went full villain, but it's pretty obvious that he didn't. He's just trying to I guess play his cards, just trying to see what life is like here, if it's different, if it's better and stuff like that. Just like a lot of people, I'm sure, but no one is really like on one side, I think. Like we have people in the Commonwealth who I'm sure are going to help out Daryl and them. Like I'm sure Mercer is going to help out the group. But yeah, anyway, so I like that scene. So they had this mission from Sebastian to go get some money that was like locked up someplace, some safe, because his mom like canceled his credit card line. And every time I say that, I laugh, because it's like The Walking Dead, and we're dealing with credit card lines, and like it's funny. It's really funny, not funny, but like but just like shocking to see like that, and not in a bad way. Like it's interesting, but just like seeing the characters talk about money and stuff like that, definitely interesting. But that whole sequence was great, with them dealing with walkers and stuff like that. So I enjoyed that. And then we also had the group back at that building with that, dealing with Toby and them. And man, Toby is like he was scary, very very scary, very threatening. Um, you know, I thought that the actor did a great job. Also, I guess I'm gonna jump ahead, but yeah, he was only in these two episodes, episode 13 and 14. But yeah, he was great. Like with the episode 13 review, they're doing a great job with these characters with the Commonwealth. Like I'm very terrified of a lot of them. Like I said, with like Lance and them, and then also Toby and Jason Butler Harner, the actor who plays him. He did a great job. There was also a big moment in this big reveal in this episode that apparently Negan is having a baby with Annie, which is like crazy. Like this is a big Negan episode. Like we're starting to see the change for Negan. I mean, more importantly, the change. We're starting to see Maggie, I think, see that change from Negan. And it's interesting that this episode aired this week, and they just like announced that spin-off between Maggie and Maggie and Negan, just like last week, I think. So I think they did it in preparation for this episode because we heard about that spin-off, and I was sort of like, what? Like, is this really happening? And then when we see this episode, I'm like, okay, I can see it happening, you know, because I think Maggie is starting to see that change. So um, yeah, we'll see that probably play out a bit more, for the rest of the season. So I'm definitely interested in seeing that storyline. Herschel Jr., asking why Maggie, or asking or telling Negan about Maggie, telling him that a bad man killed Glenn, and then he and Negan had that conversation. So there's a lot of great stuff with Negan in this episode for sure. Um, yeah, but yeah, basically, that's what I meant. Like, there was a lot of scenes like that where there was talking and stuff, which I'm not complaining about. I'm just mentioning because uh, they were held up in that building. There was a lot of conversations. They had that hiding place in the back. I'm not gonna lie, that hiding place wasn't that great. So I don't know how that worked. I honestly don't, but it worked, and that's great. So yeah, I mean, we'll talk more about them in a second. This group here. Um, but yeah, so going back to Rosita and Daryl, and then we had Mercer show up and help out. So yeah, Mercer's definitely gonna, I think, help out the group for sure. I think he is, because remember he was the one talking to Daryl a couple episodes ago, saying that the Commonwealth is not all that. So he knows some secrets. He knows that. I think everyone knows that the Commonwealth is not all that. Um, they're definitely hiding some things. They're not as friendly as they might seem. So I definitely think Mercer is going to help out. But so yeah, things are definitely building up to this big moment at the hilltop that was teased at the end of episode 9. So yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna happen the next like episode or two, right? So yeah, that's pretty exciting to look forward to. And then going back to Toby and the Commonwealth. So yeah, Toby was basically trying to like get them to tell him and the Commonwealth what happened to the weapons. They fought back and they won, so they're done with that. But then we found out at the end that it was actually Leah who stole the weapons. And let me tell you, that ending was like, because like I don't know who I thought would have stole the weapons. But that ending, I love the way they framed that, with the camera going slowly up and then making that reveal, or not framed it, I guess it wasn't a frame, but like the way they filmed it with the camera panning up and you see Leah, that reveal. So that was great. And yeah, Leah's back in it. Like I don't know what's gonna happen now. Like is she like against everyone? Like is she on her own? Does she want to fight the Commonwealth and Daryl and them? Like I have no idea. So now we have Leah to worry about too. So things are going down, I think, in these next two episodes. I'm very, very excited. But yeah, like I said, overall, episode 14 and episode 13 were great episodes. And the whole season has been great. I think they've done a great job for the individual. They've done a great job like building up to this big moment that's gonna happen at the hilltop. But the individual episodes itself have been really entertaining and great as well. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think about the episode in the comments down below. Definitely interested in hearing your thoughts and opinions about it. As far as this video goes, I am going to wrap it up there, so hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. Again, let me know your thoughts and opinions about episode 13 and 14 in the comments down below. And for more Walking Dead videos like this, be sure to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Please take care, and I'll see you guys soon.